Breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Entitled Muslims Demand Special Swim, Christian Mayor Makes Own Demand. After flooding a quaint and peaceful city, Muslim migrants began demanding gender-segregated hours from local swimming pools. As soon as businesses gave in, however, they began demanding more and more. Finally fed up with their entitlement, the Christian mayor put his foot down, demanding something from the Muslim supremacists instead. Proving how deeply misogyny and apartheid are rooted in Islam, Muslims often force all others to adhere to their medieval religious requirements. Quite literally shoving their beliefs down our throats, we find that a growing Muslim populace means growing persecution, inequality, and compulsion. Each new demand is secretly a push towards accepting their barbaric Sharia law over our Western freedoms and progress. Of course, sometimes it takes being pushed to the edge to finally raise concern over Islamic supremacy invading under the guise of multiculturalism. Before his town of only 12,000 submits to Islam completely, one Christian mayor is raising questions and denying Muslims absurd demands. Mayor Heinz Keichel has had enough of his people being pushed to accept Islamic law over German law. When Muslims demanded women-only swims, he watched as swimming pools across Neutraubling, including a public swimming school, turned back the clock centuries to implement gender segregation. After Muslim migrants went on to demand wearing burkinis, Keichel knew he had to put his foot down if taxpayers would ever see an end to the special privilege. The Express reports that when Muslim women began bucking pool rules and wearing full burqas during their special swim hours, Keichel intervened. Following complaints from several swimmers, he implemented a ban on burkinis and other heavy religious garb in public swimming pools. Keichel backed the already established rules of local pools, encouraging businesses to erect signs in changing rooms that outline the rules. Like clockwork, useful leftist idiots whined about not allowing Muslims to be exempt from the rules, calling Keichel religiously insensitive and racist, although Islam is not a race but an ideology. Fortunately, the mayor reinforced his stance, pointing out that this particular religion has gone overboard in their demands, trumping local laws and refuting respect of Western culture by adhering to Sharia. I wonder what a burkini, a recent invention, has to do with the right to free practice of religion? Keichel asked in response. It is a fact that Bavaria is a secular state, which means a strict separation of church and state. It's up to the municipalities. Every government agency can decide this for their own area and can decide on their own rules. Keichel added that wearing such heavy, restrictive garments while swimming is more about hygiene and that no one of any religious background should be wearing a full covering in a pool, according to the local. Aside from the hygienic issue, wearing layers of clothing in water can be dangerous for even experienced swimmers. Keichel's ban protects not only the swimmers but also the businesses from lawsuits. What ignorant liberals don't understand is that they are tolerating their own demise. Liberalism is against Islam and its legislation, which states that homosexuality, atheism, and feminism should be punished harshly. The most Islamic nations have the most brutal punishments for such ideologies since it contradicts with the fundamentals of Islam. While claiming to be the pioneers of feminism, they laud the very ideology that's religious text says to beat women. While seeking privilege for the LGBT community, they have paired with a religion whose law commands the execution of homosexuals. While priding themselves in the alleged open-mindedness of atheism, they praise a prophet who said many times that if a man changes his religion, kill him. There are no Muslims protesting for the rights of the liberal minority in their own countries. There are no rights for special interest groups or religious minorities under Sharia law. So, why on earth are liberals dumb enough to stick their necks out for a religion whose God commands his followers to chop at them? The fact that liberals so despise the Christians who protect their religious and political freedoms for an ideology that executes apostates, atheists, adulterers, alcohol drinkers, and gays and transgenders will be the death of their own political party. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.